in the Division II title game. And we'll get right to it. The starting lineups first for the Clippers of Cumberland. Starting in the backcourt, it is Thomas Lazarus, a 5'11" senior point guard. He is joined by Dylan Boisclair, their leading scorer, at 5'11", a junior. And the forwards, Robert Reedy, one of the captains, 6-foot senior, and Gregory Joubert, a 6'2" senior forward. And followed by Robert Reedy, 6-foot senior. They go 2 guards and 3 forwards. And the starting lineup for the Shea High School Raiders, starting in the backcourt, it's Chris Mainville, the point guard, 6'1" junior. The shortest guy on the team at 6'1" tall. That's the reason why he's got the assignment at point guard. He's joined in the backcourt, the shooting guard, Eli Itkin. He's one of their captains, 6'3". He's a senior. The 3 forwards at the 3, Nathan Lopes, a 6'1" senior forward, and a guy that averages 9.5 points per game. At the 4 position, really the 4 and the 5 are interchangeable, but Alan Samito, 6'3" senior, and then Tito DeCudo, one of the captains, will be the 5. For Shea, and Boisclair jumps for Cumberland, and it's Cumberland that wins the tap first. Lazarus controlling. 5'11" senior point guard. Bradley. Now Lazarus up top. Inside. Joubert's shot blocked on the run. Itkin. Eli Itkin. Baseline drive. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cumberland. Itkin inbounds it. Lazarus down low. And Joubert double teamed out to the top of the key. And the shot by Bradley goes out of bounds. Scoreless just about a minute into the ball game. 16-minute halves. Itkin on the drive. 1-on-2. Nice rebound pulled down Samito. Itkin from the corner. And falling on it, falling out of bounds, Tito DeCudo. Well, DeCudo, nice hustle. He's been described by his head coach, Matt Pita, as a glue guy. Block shots, more of a defensive presence. And tried to grab the offensive rebound. Bradley on the wing. Now Lazarus tried to force it into Boisclair, and the double team stolen away by Cumberland on the drive. It goes wide by Bradley, and drawing the foul, Boisclair. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Chris Mainville called for the foul for Shea High School. First foul for him, team foul number 1. Too strong on the first one for Boisclair. Second leading scorer on the team for the Clippers. Nice rebound pulled down by Joubert. Boisclair with the lefty finish. Took about a minute and a half Cumberland on the scoreboard. Now down low on the finish, Semito. Tied at 2 apiece here in the early going. Lazarus plays catch with the captain Reed. Bradley down low on the block. Joubert out to the corner. A three-pointer wide by Lazarus. Now Lazarus down the lane, loses it, and controlled by Nathan Lopes. Nice behind his back dribble. Eli Itkin up the court for Mainville. Mainville draws the double team. Semito, trouble in the corner, stolen away. Lazarus. Lazarus up the court with a finger roll finish. And a timeout call. 4-2. Cumberland with the lead. Officials timeout, almost stolen away. Itkin breaks the press. Pull up. Rebound. Semito draws the foul. Alvin Semito will go to the line. Thomas Lazarus called for the foul. First foul on him, team foul number 1. Alvin Semito, a 66% free throw shooter. True on the first one. Kid that will utilize a lot of offensive putbacks. A down low scorer. He drew the free throws by positioning low on the block. Hits both free throws. Tied at 4 apiece. Lazarus. Head fake for Bradley to the lane. 1-on-4. No. Tip back good for Boisclair. And he's got 4 of the 6 Cumberland points. Clippers employing the trap. And a foul called on Shea. Bradley lobs it. Lazarus down low. He gets a friendly bounce. Lazarus with 4 points. An 8-4 lead for the Clippers. 12:30 to go in the first half. Itkin swings it to the wing. A 3, no good. Thomas Lazarus called for the foul. Second foul. On the inbounds. Lopes had it knocked out of his hands. Now Itkin again inbounding it. Right in front of the Cumberland bench. Bradley controls the rebound. Lazarus. In the corner for Bradley. Reedy. Now it's Lazarus. Tries to penetrate through the zone. And Aaron pass and out of bounds. Alvin Semito into the game for Shea High School. Mitchell Baxter for Cumberland. Itkin down low, and the shot by Semito, controlled by Cumberland. Lazarus straight on. Quickest player, according to his head coach, Gary Reedy, on the team. Feeds it down low, Boisclair. Lefty hook shot, no. And a held ball. Possession going to Shea. Talking with Matt Pita, the head coach for Shea. Says their team is very well balanced when it comes to scoring. Itkin and Cimino both average around 12 points per game. Chris Mainville, the point guard, pouring in 10 on the drive and finish. Chris Mainville gets on the board with 2 points. 8-6 the lead for the Clippers. 10:55 to go in the first half. Lazarus pops the 3, and a rebound pulled down by Shea. Itkin up the court. Now on the drive, Mainville in traffic down low. Cimino gets it to go. Cimino with 4 points. And true to his word, Matt Pita said you'll find Cimino on the block, and that's where he gets his 2 points. Shea gets the ball back. Itkin on the drive. Floater with the left hand. And Boisclair tries to control. Knocked out of bounds. Substitutions for Cumberland. Benjamin Bradley and Trent Vasey in for Cumberland. Grant Osmundson set to check in at the next dead ball. Tied up at 8 apiece, Cumberland and Shea. First half of the Division II championships here in Rhode Island. Stolen away by Itkin. Now up the court, nice finger roll going wide. And Bradley comes down with a rebound. Benjamin Bradley, the senior guard, does play forward as well. Bradley, open look. And Benjamin Bradley knocks down the trifecta. The first 3 of the game, 11-8, Cumberland with the advantage. A 3-pointer short and out of bounds. Cumberland to get the basketball back. Osmundson does indeed check into the game. 3-point specialist. And we'll see if they elect to get Osmundson open looks. Thus far, it's been Lazarus, the only player with the open looks for Cumberland. Bradley in the corner. Skipped on the wing. A fadeaway shot by Osmundson. And the rebound controlled by Lopes. Itkin on the wing. Swings it out of the hands of Cimino. Now here come the Clippers. Lazarus draws the foul. Chris Mainville called for the foul. Gregory Joubert out of the game. So Mainville for Shea with 2 fouls. You've got Lazarus from Cumberland with 2 fouls. 11-8. The Clippers with the advantage. Lazarus, no look down low. And a shot pushed wide by Bradley, put up and in. Dylan Boisclair. Timeout called by Cumberland. Now Dylan Boisclair with 6 points, a 13-8 advantage. Outstanding venue here at Brown University today in the Pizzatola Sports Center. John Versteeg, our entire Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network crew. Great to have you on board here today. So out of the timeout, Itkin controls, averaging 12.8 points per game. Breaks the trap, Gets it up to Lopes. Almost stolen away. Robert Reedy called for the foul. Reach and foul. Lopes. Now for Itkin. Open three. Bradley comes up with it. Bradley pushing it. Lazarus on the drive. Yes. And the foul. Thomas Lazarus. 6 points, a chance to make it 7. And that's true. 16-8. Under 8 minutes to go. Playing catch in the backcourt. Now Itkin. Tito DeCudo to the bucket. DeCudo his own rebound and the stick back. DeCudo with 2 points. And a timeout called by Shea. 16-10, Cumberland the lead. 7:35 left to go in this first half of basketball. And for Shea, 17-7 this year. Cumberland, 22-3. Had a chance to visit with both coaches before the game. And Gary Reedy of Cumberland explaining that his squad going to mix it up. Man defense, zone, 2-3. Zone traps, which is what we've seen. Zone traps have worked well in the three-quarter court. Leading scorer for Cumberland, Thomas Lazarus with 7. Dylan Boisclair 6. You've got Alvin Semito of Shea with 4. Chris Mainville, Tito DeCudo, each with 2. So Lazarus controls. Now it's Bradley. Skipped into the corner. Lazarus starts to drive. Bradley tries to fight through the double team. Open look, Boisclair. Boisclair with 8 leads all scores. 18-10, the lead for Cumberland. Itkin straight on. Lopes, open look. Rattles that one home. Nathan Lopes shoots just 14% from 3. And Lopes getting them within 5, 18-13. Cumberland over Shea. Here's Reedy. Airballs it. Wrestled away, the rebound by Itkin. Itkin on the floater. Ripped away by Boisclair with the elbows of flying. Accelerating. Down the lane, Lazarus no. Huge rebound pulled down by Semito. And now slowing things down, Itkin, the captain. Eli Itkin, high IQ according to his coach, Gary Reedy. An all-state tennis player turned into a basketball player. Now Lopes. Separation. The rebound put up and in for Tito DeCudo. Well, he's at his high water mark. Just a couple of buckets and we're happy, says Shea head coach Matt Pita, he's got 4, 18-15, the lead for Cumberland. Now stolen away. Aitken getting it done with defense for Shea. To the free throw line. Bounce pass almost stolen away, controlled now by Lopes. And an errant pass. Aitken has it, now loses it, and a foul called on Cumberland. Put the foul on Benjamin Bradley. Fourth team foul, first for Bradley. Mitchell Baxter and Grant Osmundson back in. Aitken. The rebound, DeCudo now with 6. DeCudo's per game average 8.1 points, and he's got 6, 18-17, the Clippers with a lead, 4:30 to go. Bradley to Osmundson. Now DeCudo comes up with a rebound, pushing it across half court. Stolen away by Lazarus. Lazarus, his pass picked off. Now stolen back by Bradley. 4:05 to go. And for Cumberland, they've been on quite the drought. It's Aitken drawing the double team. Turn around with the right hand, no for Samito. And Lazarus trying to slow it down. Bradley straight on. Bradley pops the 3. And out of bounds. Samito knocked it out over the back of Mitchell Baxter. Gregory Joubert checks back into the game. Mitchell Baxter in the game for just a few seconds, back on the bench. Osmundson pops the 3 and hits. That's what we were watching for, the three-point specialist. And a big, big bucket for Cumberland, up 21-17. Pulling down the rebound is Samito, and had it stolen away by Osmundson. Bradley down the lane. Now coming in with a floater is Joubert. Joubert with 2 points, 23-17, Cumberland. Under 3 minutes to go. Lopes straight on. Lopes down the lane and called for the travel. There's Lazarus drawing the top of the 2-3 zone. Knocked out of the hands of Bradley. Great job by Aitken. Aitken 1-on-2. The finger roll, no. And a travel. Clippers to get the basketball back with 2:06 left to go. Lazarus controls. Feeds it down low with a finish for Joubert. He's got 4 points, all big. As the buckets have come late in this first half, 25-17, Cumberland the lead. Lopes looking for help. Forces a bounce pass to Samito. Now stolen out of the hands of DeCudo. Itkin open three, and he drains it. Eli Itkin, for all he's done, his first points of the game, 25-20. The pressure back on Cumberland. Clippers break the trap into the forecourt. Boisclair forces up the shot. Lopes comes down with the rebound. Itkin saves the errant pass. DeCudo now controlling. Minute left to go. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Samito. Now DeCudo's. And a held ball. Cumberland gets the ball. Robert Reedy to inbound the basketball. Been a great first half. We're at the Pizzatola Sports Center. Division II championship here in the state of Rhode Island between Cumberland and Shea. Reedy. Straight on for Lazarus. 12-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. 27 seconds left in the first half. Bradley pull up short. Coming up with the rebounds. Up the court and drawing the foul. Robin Reedy called for the foul. And with 19 and 3/10 seconds left to go, first free throw is good. Grant Osmondson back in for Cumberland. Robert Reedy sits down. Second free throw is good. 25-22, just a three-point lead for the Clippers. 13 seconds left. Now with 10, Lazarus controls. Down the lane with 6. A finger roll good for Boisclair. He's got 10 seconds. He's got 10 as the three-pointer goes wide at half court. It is a 27-22 lead for Cumberland over Shea at the half. Take a timeout. We'll come back for the second half in the Division II championship after this on the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network. By Samito. Dylan Boisclair with back here to the pit. And welcome back here to the Pizzatola Sports Center of the campus of Brown University. 27-22, Cumberland the lead over Shea at the half. As we get set to start the second half, John Versteeg back with you. Take a look at the leading scorers for Cumberland. Dylan Boisclair with 10, and it's followed by Thomas Lazarus with 6 and Gregory Joubert with 4. And for Shea High School, you've got Tito DeCudo, the leading scorer, with 6. Shea controls to start the second half, and it's Lopes. Mainville down the lane, and put up and in by Alvin Samito. Samito with 6. And the pressure swings back towards Cumberland, up only 3, 27-24. Boys Clare now to Lazarus with a 3 that's long. And the rebound pulled down by Mainville. Now Itkin on the finger roll, no by Samito. And ripped away Jubert. Lazarus, his pass knocked away, taken by DeCudo. DeCudo now controls and swings it over to Mainville. A little over a minute in. Fade away for Itkin. Off the glass and down for Samito. Samito with 4 points in the second half, 8 in total. Just a 1-point lead for the Clippers, 27-26. Bradley lobs it down low and swatted out of the hands of Jubert. 1-on-2, he had no chance. Into the forecourt, Mainville. Very athletic, according to head coach Matt Pita. The mid-block, swing it by Samito into the corner for Itkin. Eli Itkin. He's got 5 points overall in the first lead for the Raiders of Shea at 28-27. Timeout taken. Well, coming up next, after this game, we will have the Division III championship between North Smithfield and East Greenwich, followed by the Division I championship. Full day of basketball here on the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network. Cumberland first out of the timeout with a 5 of Lazarus, Reedy, Jubert, Boys Clare, and Bradley. Shea coming out with their 5 of Lopes, Itkin, Mainville, DeCudo, and Samito. Reedy into the forecourt. Now knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Lazarus and Cumberland. Mitchell Baxter coming in for Robert Reedy. Shea with its first lead at 28-27. Calling for help. Lopes swings it to Itkin in the corner. Now down low. The turnaround by DeCudo. No. Boys clear the rebound, and now the outlet to Bradley. Bradley takes it himself, and it's blocked. DeCudo with a blocked shot. Those long arms. Itkin dribbles around him. Now Mainville. A 3 for Lopes is short. And Baxter controls on the rebound. Lazarus. And the 3 ball blocked. Bradley let it fly. And right now, a little over 3 minutes into the second half, the lead and momentum belong to the Raiders of Shea. Itkin a 3. Controlled on the rebound by Lazarus. Errant pass. And Cumberland loses it. Bradley didn't turn around to see where the pass was. Lazarus sent it a little bit wide. Samito. DeCudo. Mainville on the drive. Forces up the shot. The rebound pulled down by Baxter. Up the court, Lazarus. Boisclair down low, draws the hard foul. And Boisclair, the leading scorer in this basketball game with 10 going to the free throw line. Tito DeCudo goes to the free throw line, his first. Team foul number 1 in the second half. And Boisclair short on the first one. Substitution, Lopes comes back in. Mainville sits down. Boisclair. The second one falls. Make it 11 points for Boisclair, tied at 28. Under 12 minutes left. On the drive, Armani Baker had that one stolen away by Lazarus. Lazarus up the court for Bradley. And Boisclair in a held ball situation. It stays with Shea on the alternating possession. Or stays with Cumberland, rather. Bradley on the inbound. Low block. Out to Baxter. Forces up the three. Boisclair with the finish. Give them 13. 30-28. Clippers with the lead. DeCudo down low to Luciano. And out of bounds. Last touch by Cumberland's Ben Bradley. Lopes finds Itkin, floater, and he draws the foul. Mitchell Baxter called for the foul. His first team foul, number 1 in the second half for Cumberland. Eli Itkin at the free throw line, sinks the first one. A respectable 74% from the free throw line this year. Itkin has 6, now 7. 30 all. Lazarus draws the double team. Boisclair looks for help. Bradley. Boisclair loses it, forces up the shot. Kept by Lazarus, and Lazarus drains the pull-up. Lazarus with 9, 32-30. The Clippers with the lead. Luciano. Now Itkin. Pulls up for 3. Itkin made the only three-pointer of the game for Shea in the first half. Now Cumberland. With Lazarus controlling. Baxter. Back to Lazarus. Baxter, floater. Big rebound pulled down by Lopes. And controlled by Luciano. Accelerating. And fake down the lane, drawing the foul. The foul on Baxter. So Armani Luciano, 5'10" freshman guard, first free throw. Rattles in and out. Just 50% from the free throw line. Does average 9.3 points per game. 32-30 Cumberland. Second one just rims out. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cumberland. Luciano to inbound. Catch and shot. Eli Itkin. Itkin now with 10, tied at 32, and a timeout taken. With 10:07 left to go in this second half. Just a 3-point lead at the break for Cumberland, 27-24. And now, approaching the halfway point of the second half, it's tied at 32 apiece. First of 3 games today here on the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network. So the leading scorers in this one, Eli Itkin for Shea with 10. And Dylan Boisclair for Cumberland with 13. Set to inbound, Baxter. Bradley. Met on the top of the 2-1-2. They fall back into a 2-3, do the Raiders of Shea. Lazarus. Now looking for help. Lazarus, 1-on-4, swatted away. Second block shot by Tito DeCudo. On the drive, Bradley. Rebound controlled by Samito. And for Shea, the defensive switch from the 2-1-2 to the 2-3 really working well. They've got a chance to retake the lead, tied at 32, under 10 minutes to go. Plenty of time. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Itkin finding Samito. Now 9 on the shot clock. DeCudo to the hoop. Hammered as he draws the foul. Dylan Boisclair. First foul for Boisclair. Team foul number 3. Tito DeCudo, 43% at the line. Strong on the first one. DeCudo with 6 points here today, averaging 8.1. He's got 2 block shots. Second free throw, no good. And controlling Bradley as he goes up the court for Lazarus. Floater, no. Trying to save it, not able to do so. Joubert. Eli Itkin set to inbound. Now Luciano drawing the pressure. Breaks the trap. A 3-pointer jacked up by Mainville. Push pass up the court, Lazarus. Down low on the block. The finish too strong by Baxter. Gets it back. And that one finger roll goes in and out. Bradley called for the foul. They've got 3 players in the lineup with 2 fouls each. Bradley, Lazarus, and Baxter. 4 team fouls. Keep an eye on that as we inch closer to the halfway point in the second half. Luciano's pass stolen away. Now Lazarus controlling. Bradley on the wing. On the drive. Boisclair Gets it to go. Dylan Boisclair with 15 now. 34-32, the Clippers with a 2-point lead. Lopes straight on. Now Samito down low, Luciano all alone. Luciano with 4, tied at 34. Baxter. Head fake Bradley. Baxter to Boisclair inside the free throw line. Boisclair, 17 now, 36-34. Luciano drains the 3, and a timeout taken by Shea, 37-36. The second three-pointer of the game drained by the Raiders. (37-36), timeout with 7:02 to go. And the way this one is going, you get the feeling this is a game that may be decided in the final seconds. Been tight throughout the entire half. Now Cumberland with the 3-guard set. Bradley, Reedy, and Lazarus. Bradley's pass stolen away. Tried to go down low for Baxter. Down the lane, Mainville loses it. And going back the other way to Cumberland. Big opportunity here for the Clippers, down 1. Lazarus controlling. He's the ball hawker on defense, according to his head coach, Gary Reedy. Boisclair forced up the shot, wanted the foul. And now Mainville across half court and draws a foul. A reaching foul on Ben Bradley, the senior captain for Cumberland. Bradley with his 3rd foul. 6:19 left to go. Bradley stays in. And Eli Itkin to inbound for Shea. Itkin looking for help. Now DeCudo. DeCudo drawing contact in an offensive foul. Credit Thomas Lazarus for keeping his feet set. And a big offensive foul. First foul on DeCudo. And now another opportunity for the Clippers to retake the lead. Down 1, 37-36. 6:10 to go. Lazarus swings it to Bradley. Down low for Baxter. And stopped on the way up. Alvin Samito. Good foul. As it pushes Bradley to the baseline to inbound. Bradley finding Schubert. Lazarus. Baxter down low. It's Boisclair with a lefty finish. And how good has Boisclair been? 19 points for Cumberland. And the Clippers back up 1, 38-37, 5:39 left to go. Itkin launches a 3. Boisclair deflects the rebound to Lazarus. And it's Lazarus casually walking it across half court. Bradley into the corner for Joubert. It's Lazarus for three. First three-pointer of the game for Cumberland. And the Clippers, their largest lead of the second half, up 41-37. Now a long two by Itkin, no. Cimino pulls down the rebound. DeCuto on the second chance. Aaron shot, gets his own rebound and the basket and foul. Boisclair called for the foul, his second. Big shot for DeCuto. DeCuto with 8. And a free throw. If he makes this, they'll be within 1. Still a 2-point lead for Cumberland. Bradley lobs it left for Lazarus. On the drive, Joubert the finish. Joubert with 6, 43-39. Mainville straight on. Now it's Cimino and a reaching foul called. Joubert called for the foul. First foul for Joubert, but more importantly, team foul number 7. So 1 and 1 now for Shea. Alvin Cimino at the line. The Raiders down 4. Sinks the first. He does indeed get the bonus. $11 points now for Alvin Cimino. In and out. Pulled down by Joubert. Bradley finding Lazarus, deflected to Baxter. Big three-pointer for Mitchell Baxter. 45-41, Itkin controlling. Tries to force the pass. Boisclair stole it as Lazarus controls. Bradley. Joubert back to the top of the key for Lazarus. Playing catch. Find Boisclair. Collapsing around Boisclair. Loose ball. And now a held ball. And it goes to Shea. 3:22 left to go. Eli Itkin set to inbound. There's Armani Luciano back into the game for Shea. Question with the clock, so both coaches calling their respective teams back over, utilizing an extra few seconds of instruction. 3:22 left to go. Cumberland 45 and Shea 41. John Versteeg, our entire Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network crew with you here from the Piscatola Sports Center on the campus of Brown University. So they get the Problem figured out with the possession arrow. Itkin to inbound. Now Samito. Cumberland employing the trap. Shea gets it across half court to DeCudo. DeCudo on the drive and draws the foul. Dylan Boisclair with the foul, his third. 8th team foul. 1 and 1 for Tito DeCudo. 46-40. Cumberland with the lead. Here's DeCudo as he sinks the first one. He missed 2 prior. DeCudo with 9. A chance to get his team. The Raiders within 4. Second one short. Controlling across half court is Lazarus. Under 3 minutes to go. Bradley swings it to Baxter. Down low. Boisclair knocked away. Samito poked it out of Boisclair's hands. Luciano the other way. Falls down. And now it's Bradley controlling for the Clippers. Luciano slow in getting up. Play continues. Boisclair down low with a finish. And an injury timeout. Boisclair now with 21. 48-41. Cumberland the lead over Shea. And Armani Luciano is down on the court. That's Mainville's 4th foul. Team foul number. And needs help to get off the court, favoring that left ankle. .232 left to go. A 7-point lead for the Clippers. And the inbounds goes to Mainville. To DeCudo. 1-on-2. And he draws a foul. That's Bradley's 4th foul. Team foul number 9. Tito DeCudo, another chance at the free throw line. He's 1 for 4 here today. First one, no good, as Lazarus controls. And for Cumberland, big opportunity here and a hard foul applied by Eli Itkin. Good strategy employed by the Raiders. Team foul number 4. They've got fouls to give. 48-41. Set to inbound is Baxter. Now another foul. This time on Mainville. That's Mainville's 4th foul. Team foul number 5. Mainville goes off. Armani Baker into the game, the junior forward. So now Bradley into the forecourt. And a foul applied by Tito DeCudo. DeCudo's 2nd foul. Team foul number 6. One more. Cumberland goes into the bonus. Baxter to inbound it. Bradley. Becomes a game of keep away if you're Cumberland. Bradley goes around the foul. Now down the lane as play stops. Eli Itkin, second foul for him, and they're up to team foul number 7. Bradley at the free throw line, first free throws of the day for him. Swishes the first one. (49-41). Second free throw is true. 50-41 as Bradley has 5. Baker on Bradley. Forcing up the 3, Itkin no. And a huge rebound pulled down by Lazarus. Lazarus inside half court. And finally draws another foul. 1:33 to go. So Cumberland up 9. Minute 33 left to go. We'll start thinking about the state tournament. Big free throw knocked down by Lazarus. Lazarus with 13. Second leading scorer on the Clippers behind Dylan Boyclair's 21. Second free throw. Good for Lazarus. 14 in total. Now Dakudo. On the baseline. Big shot. They're down 9. Timeout called by Shea with 1:26 left to go. And Dakudo now with 11 points in total. Reminder, our next telecast coming up at the top of the hour, 3 o'clock Eastern. It is the Northmen of North Smithfield at 21-1, taking on the East Greenwich Avengers at 16-6. Join us here on the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network. Great to have you with us here today. The Division II championship between the Clippers of Cumberland and the Shea Raiders. A 52-43 lead for Cumberland. As Lazarus draws the foul. Eli Itkin charged with a foul, his 4th, team foul number 9. Thomas Lazarus. First free throw is true. Lazarus 4 for 4 from the free throw line here today. Five for 5. Now with 16 in total. Minute 18 left to go. Itkin controlling off the screen. Pops the 3. Oh, big shot. Eli Itkin. His second three-pointer of the day. He's got 13, or 12 rather. 54-46. 8-point lead for the Clippers with 1:09 left to go. Leading scorer for Shea, it's Itkin with 12 points. You've got Tito DeCudo and Alan Semino, each with 11. Speaks very well to the balanced team that head coach Matt Pita says he has. It's played out that way here today. Cumberland led by Dylan Boisclair with 21 total points. Thomas Lazarus with 16. Minute 9 left to go. And if you're Cumberland head coach Gary Reedy, ball control really has to be the point of emphasis. Quick inbounds and an even quicker foul on Mitchell Baxter. William DePina Gomes, his first. And DePina Gomes, his first minutes of the game, you'd have to think he's the guy that's designated to make the fouls. He's got the most to give. At the free throw line. First one is good for Baxter, or for Lazarus. Lazarus rims out the second one. He's got 17, 1:06 to go as Mainville pushes it. Here's DeCudo for three. Big shot. 55-49. Timeout. 59 and 2/10 seconds left to go. Hold on. This one's not over yet. DeCudo with 14 total points. So a 6-point lead, and the big three-pointers, first from Eli Itkin and now Tito DeCudo, have cut what once was a 12-point lead down to 6. So now for Cumberland head coach Gary Reedy, matter of strategy, getting the ball to your best free throw shooter, which today has been Thomas Lazarus. And they've got DePina Gomes matched up on Lazarus, and DePina Gomes with a quick foul on the inbounds. So Lazarus a chance to make 2 more free throws. Would make it a 3-possession game. 58 and 3/10 seconds left to go. First free throw, good. Much needed shot for Lazarus. His 7th made free throw here today. 18 in total, 56-49, 7-point lead. And for the Clippers, the lead stays at 7. In and out with a second one as Semino comes down with the rebound. Now Itkin draws a foul. Dylan Boisclair called for the foul, his 4th. Eli Itkin to the free throw line. Set to shoot 2. 74%, one of the better free throw shooters on this Raider team. Big bounce. He is 3 of 3 from the free throw line here today. 56-50. Second free throw, good. A 5-point advantage. And the timeout taken by Cumberland. 49 and 2/10 seconds left to go. And this has been a game that has played out in the last 2 minutes at the free throw line. No timeouts left for the Raiders. And 2 left now for the Clippers. We have had a tremendous basketball game for you here, the Division II Championship. At the Rhode Island Interscholastic League. Shea breaks the timeout first. The 5 of Baker, Lopes. Quick inbounds, they get it right to Lazarus. DePina Gomes, who was called for the foul. Tito DeCudo. And Alvin Semino rounding out the 5 on the floor. For Cumberland, it's Bradley and Baxter, along with Lazarus in the backcourt. First free throw, no good. In the forecourt, it's Boisclair, followed by Gregory Joubert. 5-point advantage, 48 seconds left to go. Second free throw upcoming for Lazarus. In and out, 5-point advantage. Shea pushing it. It's Mainville down the lane and lost it. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Joubert. 39 and 5/10 seconds left to go. Here's Itkin to inbound. Itkin gets it to Lopes. Back up top. Itkin's their three-point specialist. Fade away, long 2, and the rebound pulled down by Lazarus. Game a keep away, and he draws the foul. Chris Mainville called for the foul. That's his 5th foul. He's out. .29 and 9/10 seconds left to go. Armani Baker into the game for Mainville, who was fouled out. Lazarus at the free throw line. 18 points. He's missed the last 2 free throws. Hits this one. Got 19 total points. Now 10 of 12 from the charity stripe here today. 20 points overall, up to a 7-point lead, 58-51. Missing on the shot is Baker. Alvin Semino called for the foul. Dylan Boisclair to the free throw line. And he is set to shoot 2. First one, in and out. Second free throw, good. So Boisclair with 22 now. 8-point lead. Launching the 3 is DeCudo. Rebound saved by Baker. And a backcourt violation on Shea. Final 11 seconds. And the folks from Cumberland starting to cheer a little bit louder as Lazarus had that one knocked out of his hands. So Lazarus at the line. Shooting 2 more free throws. First one, no good. His 13th free throw. Baker sits down in favor of Depina Gomes for Shea. 14th free throw, good. Lazarus knocks down the bucket. He's got 21, including 12 from the free throw line. 4 seconds left to go. Itkin banks in the 3. And time expires as Cumberland wins 60-54. And the Clippers, the 2012-2013 Division II champions here in the state of Rhode Island. My name is John Verstig. I want to thank you for watching this telecast of the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network. Join us at the top of the hour, 3 o'clock Eastern, for the Division III finals, featuring the North Smithfield Northmen against the East Greenwich Avengers. For now, we say so long from the Piscataway Sports Center on the campus of Brown University. We'll talk to you at the top of the hour here on the Rhode Island Interscholastic League Network.